Hey, it's your boy JJ Domination, and I am back finally with the Thursday Night Football breakdowns, baby. Let's go ahead and do it. A couple of house cleaning things that I think I need to do real quick. Yeah, I do want to apologize for a couple of things. Really, just one thing in general. Yeah, so the only constant thing, yeah, that's my phone again. Yep, that's me. So basically, like, the only constant uploads that have been on this channel, at least over the NFL season, has been predictions and the recap of everything that happened in the league. So it's been a lot of filler stuff. Like, I think for a month I was doing like the waiver wire Wednesdays, fantasy football Friday, and I really just got bored of making those videos. It was something that I had fun with initially. It was like one of those cool ideas that pop into your head. You do it, and then after a couple weeks, you're just like, yeah, this shit really isn't that interesting anymore. Like, I play fantasy football. Like, if you want advice, you can hit me up. I just didn't think it was something I needed to dedicate a whole video to anymore. Like, if you get what I'm saying, I just got bored of it. Same thing with, like, the stardoms and sit-ups. I just got kind of bored of it, you know, like, just really wasn't feeling it. Lions franchise, it is going to come back. I've been bullshitting about franchise for the longest time. I don't even play video games like that, really. Like, I play GTA and Madden. Like, I don't even play NBA 2K because NBA 2K20 is ass. It is. I'm one of the victims that pre-ordered the game and got lied to by Ronnie 2Cap himself. WWE, I still have WWE 19. I barely get on it, but whenever I'm feeling a little creative, I might get into my universe mode, make some quick, good old storylines. But really, I don't play video games like that. So, yeah, let's just go ahead and get into the Thursday Night Football stuff. I just wanted to clear a couple of things real quick. Lions franchise is coming back, and these discussion videos, the filler videos, will definitely be here. But the Thursday night stuff, the Thursday night breakdown videos should be coming back full time. If not, you got to check me out on social media, mainly on Facebook. I'll basically tell you who I'm picking Thursday night, but since I have a video, I'll just upload it and tell you to watch it. But here we go. Let's go ahead and get into it. I had to get all of the house cleaning out of the way. So we have the Minnesota Vikings. They are at home on primetime television against the Washington Redskins. Kirk Cousins going to get a taste of his former team. Now, his former team is in a rough state right now. They don't really know what their identity is going to be moving forward because they've been playing Case Keenum when they really could have been playing Dwayne Haskins this whole time. But this offense being utilized to their fullest strengths. The offensive line isn't necessarily the greatest thing on earth. But these Thursday night games are a little weird. I think only two of the favorite teams, according to Vegas, have won Thursday night games this season, which were the Kansas City Chiefs and the New England Patriots. So it's going to be a little interesting to see, like, who wins these games, you know, on Thursday night. It's just a little weird, that's all. But the Minnesota Vikings, you know, they're 5-2. If Green Bay wasn't in their division, they would be talked about a lot more as like a potential Super Bowl team or an NFC championship contender. But because, you know, the Packers have been doing so well themselves, and because the Saints and the 49ers are kind of stealing the show, people have kind of slept on the Vikings. I definitely slept on the Vikings entering this year. I told myself, you know, they're going to be like 9-7. You know, like, I'm just not buying into them as much. And let's just say it was looking like that for the first month of the season. But after that loss to the Chicago Bears, things really turned around in a hurry. The last three games, I mean, Kirk Cousins has been pretty damn good. I'm not going to say he should be in MVP talks or anything, but the way he was slinging the football the last 3 weeks, yeah, he's looking pretty damn good. That's all I got to say. But looking at this matchup, they'll probably most likely be without Adam Thielen. And this is a run defense in Washington, which on paper is pretty stout. However, I don't really think it'll be that much of a challenge for Dalvin Cook. I think once he gets to the second level, it's over. Like, there's a lot of home run threat ability there. But their defensive line is beefy over there in Washington, man. They got Matt Ioannidis, Daron Payne, Jonathan Allen. I mean, they're pretty beefy up front. They got a couple of decent, you know, solid outside linebackers. I shouldn't really say decent to describe Ryan Kerrigan. And Montez Sweat, still waiting for him to flash. Maybe he does flash off the screen a little bit this Thursday night. I just haven't really seen much out of him, you know. Like, I hate to say it, but This offense is basically going to be Dalvin Cook and Stephon Diggs. Maybe they'll get Kyle Rudolph going again like they did last week. Maybe we'll see some more Irv Smith Jr. As for the defense, we know the defense is going to do their thing, man. Mike Zimmer has the defense well coached. I definitely have a lot of respect for how he does things on the defensive side of the ball. He's basically kept the same core and added pieces that he likes and that he's high on, which is a good thing. You know, it's a good thing to keep the core, keep your identity intact. You know, you still have Xavier Rhodes, Harrison Smith, Eric Kendricks, Anthony Barr, Linval Joseph, Danielle Hunter, Everson Griffin. You still got the core intact. You're basically putting pieces around those guys, like Mackenzie Alexander, I think's his name. Anthony Harris, is his name J-Ron Curse, I believe. Like the 6'4", 6'5" safety / nickel corner. Yeah, and then, you know, like, I just feel like the Vikings have done such a great job of maintaining a great defense. Like, and that's one thing that I did say about the Vikings. I was like, even though I have them, you know, as like a total 9-7 team, they're going to maintain a top-tier defense. Like, that's not going anywhere. And they've just been so good on that side of the ball. Danielle Hunter, one of my favorite players on the Vikings. I know I've spent so much time on them. I guess I'll talk about the Redskins a little bit more. I kind of wish they would play Dwayne Haskins, but it is what it is. This team really doesn't have an identity, them being the Redskins. But these Thursday night games are always a little weird. Like, you never know. Maybe Washington comes out and plays a big game. But we kind of thought the same thing about the New York Jets, and they got totally embarrassed on Monday night. But I don't know, man. Like, I'm not going to sit here and get stereotypical about the whole Kirk Cousins and primetime games. This is a winnable primetime game, and I think Kirk Cousins has a lot of momentum going for him. Now, I don't know how he's going to operate on a shorter week, especially without Adam Thielen, who has been, you know, doing his thing. I mean, he only had one catch, but he got hurt on the one catch, which is very unfortunate. I'm going to just go ahead and give you my pick. I think the Minnesota Vikings will win. I don't really do scores and all that, so it's not really my thing to do score predictions. I just like to tell you who I think is going to win. I think the Vikings are going to win. I think this could be a little bit closer than people think. I can't really tell you what defines a little bit closer. I guess it'll be between 7 to 10 points of a loss for Washington. I don't think it'll be a complete blowout. I haven't checked the Vegas odds for like the line or the spread or anything like that, or the over-unders, but I wouldn't really necessarily place a big bet on this game per se. But I do think it could be like a 7 to 10 point victory for Minnesota. I think it could be a lower scoring game as well. I think they're going to look to just run the ball, maybe rotate in, you know, other backs as well. Alexander Madison, what's his name? Mike Boom, I think's his name. Or maybe I'm tripping. I'm trying to think of the third back. But this Washington team, like, their defense is, like, their secondary is bad. You know, it's bad. But, you know, maybe they'll double Stephon Diggs. They'll find ways to try to take him out of the game, make Kirk Cousins beat you in other ways. But I just don't think Washington's offense has the juice to compete with the Minnesota Vikings defense. And I think that's going to be the difference in the game. Like, I think Kirk Cousins can do enough to win this game. I think Dalvin Cook will do everything he needs to basically ensure that Washington does not get a chance to make things competitive. I'm not sure if Adrian Peterson's playing. I think Bryce Love is having surgery again on his knee. Darius Geis is on IR, so it might be Chris Thompson and whoever the hell else they can find to fill in that void, which is not going to be a good look there. But hopefully you guys enjoyed, man, and best of luck to all of these teams this week. Best of luck to the Redskins and the Vikings. I don't want the Vikings to win, but I'm not really like a biased fan, as y'all know. I only am when it comes to picking my team to win. Other than that, not completely biased when it comes to Green Bay and whatnot. So I think Minnesota's going to win. I think they're going to take care of business. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy, and peace out.